Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, for those of you who followed the proceedings of the courts and what Danson Omari said, you will agree with me that there is a lot of legal challenges going to come during these proceedings, and this is going to affect the faction of William Samoei Ruto. Now, there's a point that Danson Omari made, and this is in line with the ruling that came from the KAMARGO court that requested for the formation of an even number of judges. Now, that directive was meant to be responded to by the Chief Justice, whom until now her whereabouts have not been disclosed. Now, what Danson Omari is trying to say in his argument is that the DCJ, Deputy Chief Justice, could have convened a meeting on Saturday night and could have usurped, according to what he says, usurped the CJ's powers and executed or made some decisions which ought to have been made by the Chief Justice without letting people know. And based on Danson Omari's argument, it's as if a meeting took place at night. Now, this is where the argument is coming from. Now, Danson Omari is asking a very concerning question to the Deputy CJ and asking her, why did she form a bench in secrecy? That is what I can make from the argument of Danson Omari.
Kisha ile faili kabeba kutoka Kerugoya saa 4 usiku kuja Nairobi. Ilipoletwa naibu wa Chief Justice ambaye hana nguvu za kisheria za kuweza kufanya impanelment, sababu hilo ni jukumu la Chief Justice peke yake. Jukumu hilo ni kama lile la rais la kuwa amiri jeshi.
So I want us to go into that video of Danson Omari. There's a lot that you'll be shocked with from the revelations which Danson Omari. I don't know whether these are factual or not factual, but it is you, ladies and gentlemen, to just make your own judgment based on your understanding and based on that video. So before we get further, please, I'd like to kindly urge you to subscribe to this channel. I have discovered that so many people watch our videos, but they forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, please like this video so that YouTube can share it to other people not part of our audience. For those who supported us before, thank you so much for your support. Danson Omari was very categorical and even going to an extent of saying that Rigathi Gachagua will be the deputy president until March 2027.
Serious contradictions. We are telling those UDA members, those who think that impeaching GACHAGUA is a walk on the park. We are now in the arena where the Constitution and the law applies. The courts, after the High Court, any party that will lose this matter will go to the Court of Appeal. Any party that will lose this matter will go to the Supreme Court. And I'm telling Kenyans, the deputy president shall be in office until around March 2027, when they will part away and each will form a political party to contest the elections of 2027. We are calling upon the judiciary to follow the law.
In a nutshell, what Danson Omari was trying to tell Kenyans is that there's going to be a lot of legal battles going forward, that even after this High Court, there is the Court of Appeal, there is the Supreme Court, that this legal battle will continue as long as Rigathi Gachagua's rights have not been respected. Now, I wanted to pay attention to this video from Danson Omari so that you can get a better understanding of what Danson Omari told Kenyans.
Created, masterminded by incompetent legal advisors surrounding the head of state. The law on the assumption of office of the deputy president is that upon the determination of this is the person to be appointed, that appointment must be done the next Tuesday after that determination. That Tuesday will be declared a national holiday. That national holiday, that deputy president-elect shall take oath of office between 10 to 2 p.m. What was happening at Uhuru Gardens is a complete sham and an abuse of the constitutional and constitutionalism in Kenya. Today, the state came to pick an order that they have vacated the interim orders. My clients, Sheria Mtani, and very many petitioners had filed petitions. They were certified by the judges. The judges referred those matters to the Chief Justice for empanelment. On the 18th, the Deputy Chief Justice simply picked the files that had interim orders and brought them to court for them to be vacated. That scheme goes deep into very serious questions of politics. What was the position of the judiciary, the DCJ, in the elections of 2017? We have got to go back to the history. Where is the CJ? The CJ's whereabouts are not there, and the CJ today has surfaced to send condolences of the loss of a magistrate. Serious contradictions. We are telling those UDA members, those who think that impeaching GACHAGUA is a walk on the park. We are now in the arena where the Constitution and the law applies.
Now, the big concern, ladies and gentlemen, from that video is how, or rather at what point, did the file come from Kerugoya at 4 p.m. to the DCJ to appoint Justices Anthony Mrima, Eric Ogola, and Frida Mugambi to hear the matters? Because, you know, it is in the Kerugoya court where orders were issued blocking Kindiki from taking office. You know, there are two factions. One faction wants these orders barring Kindiki's swearing in be lifted. Another faction is trying to undo the fact that GACHAGUA was impeached. You know, that impeachment, trying to undo the impeachment. You see, what happens here is that either way, you know, the Court of Appeal will address this matter. What this means is this, that even if GACHAGUA wins in this Kerugoya, this Milimani court, this matter is going to be taken forward to Court of Appeal. The government will definitely appeal. If the government wins, GACHAGUA's team will take this matter to the Court of Appeal, which will give interim order stopping the swearing in again. If Rigathi Gachagua's team does not win at the Court of Appeal, they will go to the Supreme Court again, stopping that swearing in. Now, on the other side, if GACHAGUA wins, the team of Kindiki and Ruto will take this matter to the Court of Appeal, which if they lose again, they will take that matter to the Supreme Court. So you find that the point that Danson Omari is bringing on board here, that Rigathi Gachagua will be the deputy president until 2027 March, maybe this makes some sense. because there's going to be a lot of legal arguments here, a lot of legal arguments, and all these legal arguments will need legal redress, you know. And because of that reason, ladies and gentlemen, Danson Omari could be making a very, very strong point, which personally I think I agree with. The court process itaenda mpaka huu muda wote, but something also might happen. The courts or the judiciary might decide to give this matter urgency so that they hurriedly deliver on the High Court ruling. If there is a Court of Appeal ruling, it is, it's also dealt with haste. And then if both parties are not in agreement, the Supreme Court handles it. So we can say we can give this matter around 2 months. So that means, if that is the case, then I can say that Rigathi might be the deputy president until next year, January, or rather let's say September or February. But 2027 is a bit tricky, considering that maybe the courts can decide to say that based on the law, Rigathi remains the deputy president. But because we all know that security withdrawn, private cars withdrawn, I mean those government cars withdrawn, the motorcade has been withdrawn, the staffs have been given compulsory leave. That's why you find that yesterday, if you are very keen, the staffs who attempted to enter Arambe Annex were barred by the RDU team. They were barred from accessing that building. So that was enough indication that Rigathi has been sidelined by the government. So even if he wins, there is going to be some challenge working in that government also. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section. You can offer a reaction regarding this. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.